Julius Malema is definitely special. And I don't think this is the first time that I am saying that he's special, because he really is. He's really different. Whether you like him or hate him, he's different and he speaks his mind. He was interviewed recently by BBC, I believe, and he was asked, how do you feel about white people in South Africa saying that they will leave South Africa if you become president? This is what he said.
You know there are some South Africans, and let us be blunt, many white South Africans, who fear Julius Malema. Some of them have said to me, if Malema gets to power or close to power, I will leave this country. Do you welcome their fear, or do you want to find ways to overcome their fear?
I don't welcome their fear. Stephen, they said that about Mandela, the most celebrated Mandela. You're talking about me. They said if Mandela, a prisoner, becomes the president, who will live in this country, and they left. I was in the Vaal River the other day, looking at some of the houses that whites abandoned in 1994 when Mandela became a president. They are not scared of Julius Malema. They are scared of an independent black man who's not controlled by any white person, who's not controlled by London.
Last year, you said this. It was after you'd questioned whether a particular white person, why they hadn't been located and, quote, taken to an isolated space where our supporters could attend to the guy properly. And you went on to say, you must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because killing is part of the revolutionary act.
Absolutely.
This was last year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't say you are a revolutionary and then be scared to kill. But once you go killing people around, you are a terrorist. When you've got the support of the majority of your people to engage in war, and the majority of the people are with you, that is the revolution. It's not terrorism. And therefore, I'm not a terrorist. That's why I'm saying, at least for now, the conditions have not dictated that there should be anyone who should go to the bush and engage in war to kill. But if those conditions necessitate, will without hesitation do that.
That was his answer. And it's interesting that, honestly, white people in South Africa believe that if they leave South Africa, like South Africa will collapse or something will happen to South Africa. Like they're using it as a threat. Like if Julius Malema becomes a president, we will leave. And then like, what's your point? I don't understand why they're trying to insinuate that if they leave, it's just going to be a horrible thing, right? As if they didn't go there and colonize a whole people and, you know, take over and run the economy, basically. So, yeah, it's sometimes bizarre how some people give themselves such power and they believe that they're mini gods in this world. It's just unfortunate. And as he mentioned, when Mandela was trying to become a leader, they were saying that we're going to leave South Africa. And some of them actually did. And did South Africa collapse because they left? I don't think so. It was just so interesting that that's what they're saying right now. Not only that, he was asked like what kind of relationship will South Africa have if he becomes president with Russia. And this is what he said.
Let's take one particular aspect of your policy positions.
Yes.
Do you think aligning yourself with Vladimir Putin is going to be good for South Africa?
But that's what it is now. South Africa is in alliance with Russia, with India, with Brazil, with China. So why are you asking me as if it's some policy that is going to be implemented
South Africa right
after
now,
I took over? South Africa is in alliance with Russia now.
South Africa right now calls itself non-aligned.
In the context of the war, but these are two different things. South Africa is an ally of Russia. Now, the second question is, where does South Africa stand on the war? It says I'm a non-aligned in relation to war, but Russia remains South Africa's friend. So we cannot create confusion around there. Don't create an impression that it is Malema who's going to come and create an alliance with Russia.
But there are some very specific...
Actually, I will
go
beyond that. I will go beyond the friendship with Russia, and in the war, I will align with Russia, and I will even supply the weapons to Russia. Because Russia is in a war with imperialism, and any agenda that seeks to push back imperialist agendas. It's well within the policies of the EFF.
Malema is different. That's why I say he's special, because what you see is what you get, and that's the kind of leaders I feel like we need, because most politicians will promise you this and that and campaign and just promise you the world, and then once they're in that office, it goes out the window and they don't deliver. If anything, they work against the people and they just want to stay in power and loot and steal and take as much as they can. So when someone is open and honest, the least we can do is, respect that. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about what Julius Malema said. I am Wagil Zalala. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.